Hi, you're listening to a Property Investor News interview with myself, Kelly Lemon, and Cyril Thomas. Now, Cyril, we're at another one of the properties that you've been involved with lately. Tell us a bit more about this property and how the numbers work and how it was structured.
Okay, so this is a commercial premises on the ground floor with 4 flats on top. The 4 flats are actually on a flying freehold, which we did not know about when we first started purchasing the property. So that, I suppose, made it a bit more complicated than usual. Next door to us, we have another property that actually owns the driveway to this property. We didn't know that that driveway was owned by next door when we were buying this property too. So in order for us to buy this property, we had to convince the owner of the property next door to allow us to sell that property. And as part of the sale, we were able to get gifted the driveway attached to our property, which is quite interesting. Where we're standing right now, you'd realise that this part has been blocked off from the part next door. That's because we've actually blocked off the whole of next door, and we're renting it out to a tyre company for the income.
So let's just get my head around this, Cyril. So you saw a commercial freehold.
That's correct.
Which you've actually split now right down the middle into 2 units.
That's correct.
And next door, a property that you weren't involved with at all, they actually own the driveway that actually accessed the rear of your property.
Exactly.
Right, so that's why you spoke to the owners of the property next door, asked if you could be involved with the sale, and obviously as part of that sale you got to know who your neighbours were because you knew who you were selling to, and you also got that vital piece of land that gave you access to the rear of the property.
Spot on, Kelly.
Brilliant. So what are you planning to do with the rear of this property then? You've obviously, this is under renovation at the moment.
That's correct.
Next door's being let.
That's correct.
What about the back?
So the back's been let out to a maintenance company, and they're paying a fee for basically free usage of that. Then we've got the parking right at the back, where you've got about 14 car parking spaces, maybe 15, and that's actually being used via a barter system by another company who provides services for us. So we've given them use for the backyard whilst they provide the services for us free of charge.
Right, so this is how you would look at a property and really try and maximise your income from it.
That's correct, exactly. And with this particular property, as I mentioned, the flats above are actually on a flying freehold. So we had to go back and renegotiate with the bank because they obviously thought they were lending on a property which was ground floor commercial and 4 flats above, when in fact they were actually lending on ground floor commercial with the land attached, which actually half of the land at the back wasn't actually owned by the seller, or I should say wasn't registered at land registry as being owned by the seller. So the seller had to go for adverse possession on his own land during the actual purchase, which provided its complications, but we had to be persistent and we got through it.